Good morning. Good morning, class. I am Dr. Sujit Kumar Singh. Today I explain the importance of wind turbine and how it is works, what their benefits, limitation, application in modern time. Now, first of all, we discuss what is wind turbine. Wind turbine is nothing. This is a device which is used to convert kinetic energy into mechanical energy. And then this mechanical energy is converted into electricity by using wind generator. Now let us discuss different components of wind energy. First is rotor. Rotor is very important component of windmill, which is used to swept the energy which is harnessed by blade and then transmitted to lower speed shaft, and by using gearbox this low speed is converted into high speed which is suitable to electricity generation. And now speed is more than designed speed. This information is obtained by controller, and controller obtains the information through anemometer. What is the function of anemometer? You have any idea? Anyone? Okay. Anemometer is a device which is used to measure wind velocity. Okay. And what is the function of wind vane? Wind vane is a device which is used to sense the data from which direction wind is coming. Now you also saw the different components like brake mechanism, gear drive, gear motor, but these components are not used all the windmill turbine. These are generally used for active type windmill. Now in this slide you can also see there is also incorporated a cooling system. Why we use cooling system here? Because generator is continuous working to convert wind energy into electricity generation, so this will become heated. So avoid heating, we use cooling system, and this heat transmitted to surrounding by the help of heat exchanger. And you also see in case of hub there is also provided some mechanism which is called pitch. What is the function of pitch? Why we used in windmill? You have any idea? Anyone? Okay. Pitch is nothing but in modern windmill, we provide rotation of blade around their axis so that when wind speed is increased, then with the help of pitch mechanism, we prevent from the damage to the blade. Now we discuss different components which are used in windmill like rotor. In case of rotor, blades and hub are also attached, and another component is nacelle. In case of nacelle is used for housing the different components of windmill like low speed shaft, brake, gearbox, high speed shaft, generator, controller, anemometer, and wind vane. Now earlier I told you the function of all these components, but now again I repeat their function one by one. First is low speed shaft. Low speed shaft is connected to the blades. When speed strike the blade, then blades are being started rotation, and this rotational energy is transmitted to another component, and since by using the wind components are rotated, that is that energy is called mechanical energy, and further this mechanical energy is converted into electricity by using generator. Now be kept in mind why we use gearbox. The function of gearbox is increase low RPM to high RPM, and then we use high speed shaft. One end of high speed shaft is connected to gearbox and another end was connected to generator. Hence, with the help of gearbox, low speed is converted into high speed, which is required for electricity generation. Now, here is also mentioned a controller. The function of controller is to detect the information of wind energy, that this coming energy is less or more than designed speed. If wind speed is more than designed speed, then automatically generator detached from low speed shaft and windmill automatically stops. Here we also use anemometer, and the function of anemometer is to measure the wind velocity, and wind is used to detect the direction of wind, from which direction wind is coming. In case of modern windmill, we use different types of system like yaw system, which is also two types, active yaw system and passive yaw system. In case of active yaw system, this is continuously rotated in the direction of wind. Means this system is used to orient the blades from which direction wind is coming. Tower. Here, tower is also two types, rotate type and land split type. Now we discuss blades. Blade is also very important in which and their configuration, because when wind is strikes the blade, and if angle of attack is less, then lift force is more, and if angle of attack is more, then drag force is more. But in case of electricity generation, lift force is responsible. If lift force is more, then our windmill is rotated very high speed, and for electricity generation, as we know, we required high rotation of blade. But if drag force is more, then that wind is starting high torque, which is used, which is not used for electricity generation. That's why the configuration of blade is very important component for in case of electricity generation. Hub. In hub, we attach the blades where blade rotate about their axis if wind speed is more than designed speed. Such type action is required to prevent the blade from any damage. I earlier told you the function of nacelle. This is used for housing purpose for different components used in windmill. Low speed shaft. The speed of speed is 40 to 400 RPM, which is not useful for electricity generation. That's why we use gearbox in case of windmill to increase wind speed from 40 to 800 RPM. Braking mechanism. Braking mechanism is also used to prevent any component of windmill if wind speed is more than designed speed. You can clearly see from this diagram where the components are installed in windmill. I earlier told you the function of generator, that this is used to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. And controller is used to tell the information that speed is more or less from the designed speed. Yaw system is used to orient the blades in the direction of windmill, and this is consist of yaw bearing, yaw drive, yaw brake. You can see from this figure clearly how yaw bearing is incorporated in tower of windmill. Yaw drive is used to force the rotor from the wind direction changes. And I had earlier told you the tower are two types, floating, land-based. And this is the working of windmill, how it is works. When wind strikes the blade, wind rotated, then this rotational energy is connected to electricity with the help of generator. From this slide you can easily understand how energy conversion take place. And the most famous windmill is today Argent Electric windmill. And these are the suitable sites where we install the windmill. And there are several benefits that wind energy, in case of wind energy, maintenance cost is low, pollution free, and generally this is very beneficial for rural areas. But there are also several limitations like wind is unsteady, erratic, and not reliable source. And there are very important applications. First is a standing alone system, which is used for battery charging, and grid connected small wind turbines are used for electricity supply. From this system, you can easily understand how wind energy conversion take place and then transmitted to grid system. There is also several advantage. This is not produce greenhouse gas, not produce any wastage, not produce any emissions. That's why this is called clean energy. And wind energy also produce sound when we move on down to earth, then speed is reduced, and when we away from the wind, then wind speed is also sound is also reduced. Thank you. If you have any query, then you ask me.